focus on me because the bucket overflows. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is the second half of my Mother's Day present from my oldest. It is yet another coffee mug. As you all recall, the first coffee mug was an Ace Dragon. This one says, sometimes I question my sanity, but the unicorn in the kitchen told me I'm fine. And of course, it has a nice, cute little unicorn on it. And yes, I'm fine. I swear. Not that far gone yet. Anyway, today's tea in our brand new, very cute coffee mug is the Ahmad tea Rosehip, Hibiscus, and Cherry that I got from my Sips by, one of my Sips by boxes. Don't know which one. As I recall, I wasn't really impressed. I did not get a lot of cherry. So I have double bagged it today and we are going to see if that shows up. It just started steeping. So let's go ahead and give her a sip and see where it stands. And then hopefully at the end of our video, we will get a lot more flavor. Not getting much of a scent. Definitely getting more cherry. I do recall that that was one of my complaints about this tea is I did not get a lot of cherry. But double bag, we're getting a bit more cherry. So we will let it sit and hopefully that cherry will just bloom and get nice and strong and won't be overtaken by the other flavors in the tea. So today we are going to do our second check-in on our Reverse Rouge. And I have to say, folks, my jaw dropped when I got to the end of what we were doing, when I did all my numbers. But at the same time, there is a lot of hair care in here. Some of this is from Curlbox, some of this is stuff I bought, and a lot of it's expensive. There's a few BoxyCharm items in here that were on the expensive side. There is, I believe, a skincare item in here that was on the expensive side. I believe it came from Ipsy, but I'm not positive. It could have come from BoxyCharm. So I've got a few high ticket items that I did not spend full price on. So like I think something in here is somewhere between $70 and $100, but I only spent $25 on the box. So it's not like I spent $100 on the particular item. At any rate, we ended last month with $251.84. We're aiming for $1,200. I think you'll see that at the end of our thing today that I might be able to go higher than that. Digging right in, I'm going to grab this first one. This is the OGX Purifying Charcoal Detox Shampoo. As you all know, I don't use this as a shampoo. I use this as a body wash. And the way I use it, I actually dilute it a little bit. And I have discovered that I cannot, that between 1/4 and 1/3 water is probably about the best. Closer to 1/4 than 1/3. When you start hitting 1/3 or more in how much you've diluted and added water in here, it is not as effective as it is to take care of some of the issues that I enjoy using it for. I am going to purchase this again. I do have at least one, possibly 2 bottles underneath my sink, plus one in my shower. When they're on sale, I get them because they're like, well, this is, according to this is $6.99, but I think they're much higher. They're at least $1 higher at my Kroger. So whenever it goes on sale, I tend to pick it up because it's just easier to get it when it's on sale. But yes, enjoy it, recommend it, mostly as a body wash. Next, I have the, whoop, I have stuff falling. I've been dropping shit all day. We have the Eden Bodyworks Natural Cleansing Co-Wash Coconut Shea. You all know I love this. This is $9.25. Also from Eden Bodyworks, I have the Papaya Scalp Cleanser. This is also $9.25, and I do have another bottle under the sink and another bottle in my shower for me to use when I want to scrub my scalp. Another one that I highly recommend that, yes, I will buy again. I also have the Eden Bodyworks peppermint tea tree natural hair oil. I believe this is also $9.25. I think I've only got one thing that's not $9.25 from Eden Bodyworks. Yes, this is also $9.25. I use this before bed. I put a little bit on my fingers and I rub it into my scalp. It's supposed to help stimulate hair growth, stimulate the follicles, and as well as give your scalp a little bit of moisture. I do this only at night, and I do it at night because once I'm in bed and my hair is up in a pineapple and all that, I'm unlikely to disturb it, whereas during the day anything can happen. I can go out in the rain or whatever. So to keep this on my scalp and not have to reapply it later, I just do it right before bed, and then I put my hair up and then I'm done. Well, not quite done. I use my hairdress too. But then I'm done. Goes up and I'm done. Alrighty, so I know I have something else in there, but I'm not going to dig it up. What we have next is the Adwo, and I'm probably butchering it, I keep saying that. The Adwo Beauty Bailment Leave-In Conditioning Styler. As you know, this is a holy grail for me. I absolutely adore this stuff. This is a This is a $24 bottle. I do have one in my... that I'm using in my shower. I do not know if I have a backup, but I probably do, primarily because I just enjoy this out of the whole line. I enjoyed the whole Adwo line, but out of the whole line, this is the one thing that I use every single time, and I do recommend it. It's beautiful. It's very light, it's very moisturizing, and it works as a leave-in, and it gets the curls started on your hair, which is really, really nice. It really does provide a nice foundation. So yeah, would I buy it again? Yes, even at $24. And Adwo just recently got picked up by Sephora. So if you're interested in trying them, I do not know if their sample sizes are up there, but if you're interested in trying them, you can get them at Sephora. I also have the Adwo Bailment Moisturizing Curl Defining Gel. This was $32. I will not be repurchasing this. That's not to say it's a bad gel. I actually really did like it. I particularly liked it as a mixer. It could go into other things. It is moisturizing. It does have hold. It does do all the things a gel should do. I got no frizz from it or anything of that nature. However, it is kind of pricey, and my favorite commercial gel, we'll be talking about in just a minute, is much, 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 much cheaper. This is 16 ounces for $32, and the other one is 8 ounces for about $6. So I won't be repurchasing it. Also, the texture on this is a little weird. I much prefer this mixed, and if I'm going to mix it anyway, I might as well just go ahead and buy the other gel that I like. I'm probably not going to be purchasing too much in the name of gels except to try things out, because I am eventually going to go to flaxseed that I'm making myself. However, I do still recommend it if you're not into making your own gel, or if the other gel that I really like, that is one of my favorite commercial gels, doesn't work for you. I do recommend you go ahead and giving this a try if you can get a hold of the sample size to see if it'll work for you. I do not know if their site is currently open. Last I checked, they weren't. However, like I said, they are on Sephora. I just don't know if the sample sizes are available. Next, I have the MCJW Hella Drenched Co-Wash. This is an okay co-wash. It's not necessarily a favorite. It is very light and cleansing. I have noticed, I think I have mentioned before that this is the lightest in cleansing, and then the As I Am Classic Coconut Co-Wash is sort of in the middle, and then the In Bodyworks Coconut Shea has the strongest cleansing. This is very, very light. I also don't think that this is available anymore. I had to really try to hunt it down, and I'm guesstimating it at $20. The line is supposedly available at Sephora, but this is not, and I cannot find this on any major hair care site. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why you can't find it anymore. The rest of the line seems to be available. I did pick up 2 more of these, only because I bought 2 more of the boxes that this came in because of the Inches protein treatment. So if you're looking for something light and you can actually find it, I do recommend it. The scent is beautiful. It does a good job for being light. And also, I have found that it can help with If you've used something that is drying on your hair, if you put this in, this seems to help recover some of the moisture. So, hella drenched. Would make sense. Would I purchase it by itself if I had the opportunity? Probably not. I got it in the box because this is $20. The box it came in was $20, and the texture thing that I like was something around 25, I believe, or more. And so this was kind of like a bonus item in that box, and along with several of the other things that came in it. So I wouldn't buy it by itself. I would buy that whole box again, but it has been long since been sold out. So, and last, before we actually get into the silver bucket, is the other gel that I was talking about. It is the Curls, the Ultimate Styling Collection Be Smooth Curl Butter Gel. I can talk, I swear. This is my favorite commercial gel. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels. It doesn't go on sticky. It doesn't. Sometimes when I put some gels in, I end up with these spots in my hair where everything is kind of stuck together. I don't get that with this. This actually came from the little pump. It does not come with the pump, but it actually came from one of these bottles, probably this one, because I much prefer to pump the gel out. I'm actually going to keep this bottle to put my let me think, my flaxseed gel in it. And I do have another one that I'm also going to keep to do a 50-50 mixture of a curling cream combination that I like in it, and it's going to need a pump too. So, but overall, I do recommend this. This was $5.99, so it's not that expensive. It smells beautiful. It works really well, at least for my hair. I don't get any frizz out of it or anything. It's a really, really nice gel, so I do recommend it. I do have one coming in. I do have one under the sink, I believe, or I'm at least using one right now because I want to clear one out. I think I just got another one starting to come in, but I have one that I'm using. So I obviously don't mind having it as a backup for the flaxseed gel in between when I'm making the flaxseed gels. It is a very nice gel. All right, so next we have the Rizzo's Curls Curl Defining Cream. This is from their little traveler pack, sample pack. I love this stuff. It's reasonably priced. This is 2 ounces, and this is 2 ounces, and it was $4.40. So I think it comes in an 8 ounce. I think it's an 8 ounce that I have. So it's not that bad. It's about $15 or $16 or something like that. The really nice thing about this particular curl cream, it is not a gel, it is a curl cream, but it has hold like a gel. I could actually use this all by itself if I wanted to. Because of the price point, I do like mixing it in with the Coconut Shea, which is a little cheaper. And it actually transfers some of that hold to the Coconut Shea curling cream, which does not have any hold. So I've tried all 3 of these. This is the one that I will probably end up repurchasing in the future. I really do enjoy it. I do recommend it, especially if you're looking for hold and you don't want to use a gel, or if you just want to use, it's really light. This really was astonishing to me. Really do enjoy it. Like I said, I've got one I intend to purchase again. I intend to use it mostly as a mixer, but I do use it by itself sometimes when I just want to put something in my hair and then not have to do anything with it. I can air dry very nicely with this, which is very, very cool. So highly recommend it. Like I said, it was $4.40 for that little thing. All right, so next we have the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist. This is $15 for this bottle. I actually I got one of these in an Ipsy, and I really enjoy this mister on this. A lot better than a mister on the other product that I enjoy. I actually really enjoy the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe and cucumber, but I hate the sprayer on this. So I used the first bottle for something else in my bathroom that I really needed that light mist, and I bought this one so I could empty it out, wash it off, and put my Mario Badescu in it. Will I repurchase this? Unlikely. I like it, but it doesn't do anything for me, and it seems like when I use it, it's got a stickiness to it once it dries down, which I don't like. It doesn't seem to help with actually setting anything. Just got it for the bottle. So it's okay as a product. It's not one that I'm interested in repurchasing. However, I'm going to keep the bottle. And honestly, I might buy one more depending on if I need another mister, which is weird to say, but yeah, for my purse. But enjoy it. Just not to buy it. However, the other Pixie thing I have, I will buy again, and that's the Pixie Skin Treats Glow Tonic To Go pads. I love these pads. These are my toning pads. These are $18 for 60 of them, so they are much cheaper than the First Aid Beauties, which I also really enjoy. They do not dry out my skin. They provide perfect, they do toning. They don't leave me sticky or nothing like that. They do clean up. If anything's left on my skin, they do clean it up. I do have another bottle in my bathroom that I'm using. I will repurchase. So next I have the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is not completely used up, but it has oxidized a lot and it has thickened a lot. And you can see the color difference if you look at these two. You can see it's gotten very thick and somewhat sticky. This one is much smoother and creamier, and the color is a little bit lighter, at least initially starting out. So this is the old one, this is the new one. And I decided that since this, I didn't know when I had purchased it, and they only last so long. This one, I don't even know. As usual, it's on the box and not on the actual package here. Since they will not, they don't last more than, say, 6 months to a year, and I wasn't sure exactly when I got it, I figured it was just time. I mean, it's just really thick and goopy, and like I said, the color is finally oxidized to the point where it's off in the actual tube. So, yeah. I did buy another one. I do like this for a base for my eyeshadows. This is in Fair Warm, so the fair colors actually really work for me for that. If they had white, I'd probably pick up a white instead. However, this works for me, and yes, I will probably pick it up again when the other one is also oxidized and sticky and thick and stuff. So alrighty, so next is the other Eden Bodyworks thing I was talking about. This is the Natural Styling Elixir, the Coconut Shea. This is $5. I use this every day. Every day, every time I wash my hair, I use it. So yes, I have one now. I have one on the way, or two on the way. I may have one under the sink, but if I don't, I have two on the way. I will repurchase it. It helps with my frizz. Obviously, it doesn't get rid of it completely, but that's one of the reasons why I use it. So highly recommend it. Then we've got the first of our really expensive items. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think. This is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion, long word, age-defying exfoliator. I did enjoy this. In fact, because of this, I have actually picked up another exfoliator that's a lot cheaper, because this bottle is $79. So as much as I enjoyed it, that is too expensive for me. No. I like Dr. Brandt, but they're one of those brands where I just kind of look at them and go, why is it so pricey? It's got to be a big chunk of that has got to be the name, because if you can find places that have stuff nearly as good or as good, DermaE, for a lot less, then they are, I think they're overcharging. Now, some will say it's the quality of ingredients. I don't know. I don't know. The one that I get from DermaE works on my skin just as well, and is actually a lot prettier because it's silver. But yeah, I won't repurchase it. No. Next, I have some Elemis, and I like Elemis, but Elemis is one of those that is really expensive, so unless I can find a place that it's on sale, I ain't buying it. This is the Elemis Superfood Night Cream. This little thing right here is $22. Now, it did last me a while, as most moisturizers and creams should. But no, it didn't do anything fantastic or mind-blowing or life-changing or skin-changing that would get me to spend $22 on something this small. So enjoyed it. Yes, I like a lot of what Elemis has. Won't rebuy. Next, I have the Apto Skincare Healing Mask, the turmeric mask. This came in Ipsy, and people were freaking out over it because they turned their skin yellow. It'll do that if you leave it on too long. Turmeric stains. However, this was a nice mask. This is $16. I am not sure I would repurchase it. I'm going to go with probably not. I did like using it when I felt like I was starting to see some issues with my skin, and I kind of wanted to stop that dead in its tracks, and I used this to kind of try to help out. As you recall, I mask almost every night. I alternate heavy hitters with lightweight ones, with, you know, more moisturizing, lightweight type masks. That way my skin gets something that clears and cleans one night, and the next night it gets something that soothes and moisturizes and does what it needs to do. I'm not sure I would repurchase. It was an interesting mask. I will say that. It took me quite a bit of time to actually get through it. You don't need a lot of it. You just, especially when you do what I do and use like a foundation brush to apply your masks. But there are other masks I think I can use that will detoxify and help with those things. So that might come a little cheaper. So I might try some of those first. However, yeah, I wouldn't mind repurchasing it if I don't find anything else. It is not something that I used every week. It was just when I noticed something going on with my skin. So that kind of makes it a valuable purchase on its own. And like I said, it's only $16. So that's actually not a bad price. So recommend it if you're interested. It will sting. So I would suggest doing a patch test just to make sure that you're not allergic to it. Do it, you know, on your hand or something where you can get rid of it, because it will sting on your face. But, and you cannot leave it on more than 10 minutes. I believe that instructions say specifically 10 minutes. If you leave it on more than that, you will be yellow. Just to beware. Next, we have the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. Again, like I said, I love Elemis. This is $35. I did manage to pick up a second one in the Ipsy Facebook group I'm a part of for a lot less. Thank you. Because I actually really do enjoy this mask. It's very soothing. It's very cooling. It's moisturizing. It's what I need in my alternate night mask. So I really do enjoy it. I'm just not sure I'm willing to spend $35 on it in the future, though I may have to if I want to. I have found a couple of other things that I enjoy, and I am trying some DIY masks now, but I'm not sure. I think it's a great mask. The price point just bothers me. This is only 2.5 ounces for $35. That's insane. Honestly, that's a lot. That's a lot. Most masks that I get are a lot less than that. I have one right now that I haven't decided how I feel about it yet, that I'm just starting out. It is a big frickin' jar like this, and I think I got it for about, I don't know, $10 to $15. And it's a lot more than this was. So you can get decent masks for lower prices. A lot of this is the name, and that's what bothers me and why I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Is just, why spend more on the name? You can find something else that works. Find something else that works cheaper. Speaking of masks, another one is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Argyle. This is the charcoal one. All charcoaly. I actually enjoy this mask. Like I said, I'm trying another one now. Plus, I have one from Pixi that's a bit more expensive that I actually stopped buying this one for if I decide to purchase the other one again. That said, if I choose not to purchase the Pixi again, or if this other one I'm trying out doesn't work out as well, I would repurchase this. I do think the other one I'm using right now is actually really good. My big complaint about this is it's argyle clay, so it's like mud, so it feels very thick, and it kind of, it takes a little bit more effort to smooth it over the skin, and I don't feel like it really, most of these masks that I use that are charcoal masks will dry down in such a way so that when I'm taking them off with the pad that I use to take them off, it feels like that they are actually pulling stuff out of my skin. I don't necessarily get that with this. That's the only thing. It is otherwise a great mask. I did enjoy using it, and like I said, if I don't find a substitute that I really, really enjoy, either both the price point and in what it does, I probably would purchase it again. And if you are really kind of concerned about your price point, this is only $12.99 for this. This lasts me quite a while, so I can recommend it. I did enjoy it while I had it. I'm looking for something that goes a little deeper. Then we have my NYX Matte Finish setting spray. I already have another one over here. I also have the Dewy over here. I was testing something out on the Dewy. Probably won't buy the Dewy again. But yeah, this is the setting spray I buy all the time. I don't use setting spray to set my makeup quite so much. Part of that is because I know it's not going to help. Not that much. I do try to use it on my eyes to help reduce the way my eyeshadow disappears in the inner corners. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to depend on the day. It is also something to help with keeping, that I would put down underneath my foundation. It does seem to help keep it on my nose in areas where I need it. That it tends to slide off the most. So it does work for that, but I'm not going to spend, you know, $25 to $40 on a setting spray to do that. This one is, I believe it's $8.50. Yes, this is $8.50. I thought it went up to $10. I wouldn't mind spending $10, but $8.50 versus $22 or $30 or whatever. And it's a decent setting spray. And I haven't seen other setting sprays do anything. I've tried a few setting sprays. They all seem to be pretty close to the same, and they all work the same, and they all, anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I'm going to cheaper makeup for some things, for most of my things now. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and this will be repurchased again when I need it in the future. We're getting there. All right, so I have two foundations in here. Both of these are not used up. However, they are well past their use dates, and as upsetting as it is to me to toss out any kind of product, when you have sensitive skin, you really don't want to go too long, and these already went overly long when I finally tagged them. The first one is the Sephora 10-hour perfecting foundation. This, as you can see, there's about a third in there still, but according to the little sticker, I got it in February of last year. And yes, I was using it up until last month, and I'm just at that point of, I just don't want to risk my skin anymore. You'll have to excuse all the noise in the background. Trying to find my price on it. This was $20. Would I repurchase it? If I hadn't found the NYX that I'm really enjoying now, probably. It would be my high-end foundation. However, you don't need a high-end foundation if you find one in drugstore that you really, really enjoy and that works for your skin. And right now, the NYX Born to Glow really works for me. So I'm enjoying that one a lot, and I will probably repurchase that. I do know what color. I'm kind of hesitant to buy from Sephora right now, but beyond that, it is a very, very good foundation. I do recommend it. I have combo skin. I started it using it when my skin was combo oily in the summer, and it worked just fine. I am now drier as my menopause is finally finishing out, I think. I hope. Crossing my fingers. I've gotten a bit drier, so the only place I'm oily is on my nose, and I have noticed that a lot of foundations do apply differently on my nose. This is not, I didn't notice any kind of changes like that with this one, so I do recommend it for all skin types. At least give it a try, see if you like it. At least with Sephora, if it doesn't work, you can take it back. 20 bucks. The other foundation is the first foundation that I picked up that I went, oh my God, this is perfect. It was a perfect color and everything like that, and that is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. This is a $9.99. I don't know if you're a full ounce. Yep, this is a full ounce. This actually is a really beautiful, this is not the Urban one. They have a new one out under the same Dream Satin line. It's called their Urban whatever. This one is not that one. This is the first one that came out, and it is a very beautiful foundation. My only complaint about it is that there are so few shades. But it is otherwise, it does the same thing. It has a beautiful finish. It worked on my skin before and after. This one I got in April, so it's a little over a year old. And it is actually, there's a very small amount on the bottom, but I've been having trouble getting it out, and I'm just worried that it's kind of thickened up a little bit. So like I said, when you have something like that and you've got skin that you worry about having issues, you don't use these. And I was starting to have a little issues when I was using these foundations too, so that's another reason I got rid of it. Anyway, which makes me sad. But anyway, it's another good foundation that I do recommend. The only thing is, the shade range is not the best, and most of them are beige. So kind of glad I got the NYX Born to Glow, because they have a beautiful shade range. But anyway, this is another one with a beautiful finish, works on combination skin. So do recommend it if you want to buy Maybelline and you are looking for a lower cost foundation. It's a beautiful foundation. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Digging back into the bucket, getting there. What do we got here? So, this is the JJ Young Pore Glow Mask. I don't remember much about it. I really don't. I also don't think it's available anymore on the site. Don't know what to tell you. $2.85 for this small sample. Won't purchase it again. I'm not looking for stuff that's brightening. I look for stuff that cleans, that soothes, that kind of stuff. Brightening doesn't thrill me. So, yeah, I won't repurchase it. And that's one of our cheapest products. All right, digging back in. So next, this is the, probably the most expensive as I recall. Give me a minute to find her. Yes. So I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it is only about halfway used up. A little, maybe a third used up. And this is only supposed to last 6 months. Again, this is a serum, and you use it on your face. And I've had it longer than 6 months. And one of the other reasons I would have kept using it, because honestly, at this point, there doesn't seem to be much changing in the actual fluid. However, my lid, I don't know if you guys are going to see this. So I try to tighten my lid. So watch this. See if you can see it. Do you see it opening back up? Yeah. So I'm uncomfortable continuing to use this past that 6 month mark because of that. This was a $90 product. I do not want to throw it out, really. It's a really nice serum. I would not repurchase it. I am very grateful that I got to try it. However, if the bottle won't seal, it's useless to me. Had I purchased this, had I spent $90 on this, I would have been pissed, because I would not feel safe using it with the way that does that. Yeah, no. It was an enjoyable serum. Would I recommend it? No, not for that price. Honestly, I know it's like Korean skincare or something, but no. No, on so many levels. All right, digging in. Next, we have the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. I actually really enjoyed this. However, this full size is $23. Not only will I not spend $23 on a mascara, but I won't buy big sizes like this if I can help it. I mean, sometimes you have to. If you're going to buy a mascara, sometimes you have to. But to me, that's a waste. My guess is, mascaras you can only hang on to for about 3 months, maybe 5 if you push it. I do tend to push it because there is still product in here, but I won't use it because it's past its open date. And I won't risk my eyes, which are sensitive and tend to have issues very easily, and already have this issue with the thing, if things going poof on the middle, in their lid. I don't mess with any of that. So Yeah, I won't spend $23 on a mascara, even if I love it, and I really did enjoy this. I wish they had a travel size. If they had a travel size that was $10 or $11, I'd buy that, because I'd use that up. This one, I can't use this. I can't use this size up in 3 to 5 months. I'm not one of those people that wears makeup every single day and packs on the mascara so that this gets used up. That's my only disappointment. Other than that, I love the volume. I love the length. I just really enjoyed this particular mascara. I've got less than a half a dozen things left, and they're all small. Okay, so next we have a ColourPop lippy sticks. Now, I was surprised on the price of this. I could have sworn that these were the same price as their regular lippy sticks. They're not. This is the lip primer. It's $7. I've got 1 or 2 backups. I've got one I'm using. As long as they keep producing it, I will buy it. It's currently sold out, which may have to do with the fact that they aren't shipping at this point, but do recommend it, especially for underneath liquid lipsticks. It really does help with removing things that you want to remove. It helps with the way this one is. It moisturizes the lips a bit, and it also helps with filling in some of your lines so you don't end up with all the cracks. If it's a really drying lipstick, it's going to do that anyway. A lot of their mattes do it with this. But I do recommend this. I do enjoy it. I do plan to buy more if they ever open up and repurchase again. Then I have the Illamasqua liquid eyeliner in black. This is another one I had to guess about. That's not on their site. This one isn't on their site anymore. So I guessed at about $15, which is what their other liquid liners are. I would not repurchase. It was an okay eyeliner. It did start to dry out on me. I initially really enjoyed the formula of it. I did like the application line. Okay, now it's saying it has some in there, but I did like the application. It's got a nice firm tip. I don't like really soft, smooshy tips, honestly. And the color is really good, and it dried down. It's a really nice eyeliner. However, I won't spend $15 on an eyeliner. And it has gotten to the point where, yes, I got a line now. But if I were working on my eyes, it would start to dry out in the middle of doing that. So it's done. I don't care if it did this now. It would drive me crazy before I got done. So it's done. It's done. And no, I wouldn't buy it. $15. That's not too far up above, you know, saying a drugstore. I think you can get drugstore stuff for between 10 and 15. So it's not too high. But if I can find something that works a little less, and I much prefer using the setting spray and eyeshadow thing anyway. For me, overall, that's cheaper. That just works for me better. And it uses up my eyeshadows. I have shitloads of black eyeshadows. I don't need a black liquid liner. Same for the Hank and Henry Slick With It. Another one that I really, really enjoyed, $17. Another nice tip. This has a thinner tip than the other one. And this one is completely dried out, so I'm not getting anything on it. But I did use this one up. Wouldn't purchase it for $17. I'll stick with my eyeshadow and setting spray before I spend that kind of money on an eyeliner. This was in one of my BoxyCharms, I think. BoxyCharm does the Hank and Henry a lot. So enjoyed it while I had it. It wasn't bad. The formula was good. I just wouldn't rebuy it, not for that price. This one I also used up. This one was real easy to use up. This is the little mini Benefit Gimme Brow that I got in an Ipsy bag. This little itty bitty thing is $8. No. It was okay. I didn't see it do anything that any other gel has done. Nothing spectacular for those prices. I would rather stick with getting the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow in clear, and then use a pencil over it, and done. And I'm not going to be spending anywhere from $21 to $25 or $27 on it. So, and I get twice the amount of product because of that. Get my pencil and I get my thing. But yeah, it was okay. It was just a brow gel. It didn't do anything fantastic. Nothing for that price. And last but not least, finally, is my Jack Black Lip Balm. These are $8. They were $7.50 or something a little while back. But I'm always buying extra of these. I've got one in a drawer right now. I've got one by my desk in the living room, and I've got one in the back room. I mostly use these at night at bed. I put them on. They help keep my lips from drying out. They're really, really nice. I enjoy them a lot. They do have the menthol, but they do have other flavors for this if you're not into the mentholy minty kind of thing. I believe they have cherry and stuff like that. I don't know if any of those do the tingling, but I highly recommend this particular lip balm. It's pricey for a lip balm, but it did what it needed to do, and it did it. When I got this, my lips, I can talk, were super, super, super chapped. Because of the price point on this, I used it once a day at night, just like I did do my hair at night. That way it doesn't get rubbed off. I don't have to reapply it, all that other stuff. And doing that within a week or so, my lips were no longer a mess. They were healing. There were no more cuts. There was still a little bit of dryness, but that was going away. So yeah, it's something that I will probably continue to purchase into the future because it actually is very, very good. I also use Carmex, but I use that during the day. Anyway, so that is everything. As I said last time, last month we ended at $251.84. Over the last 2 months, now understand, 2 of those were very close to $100 on their own. I didn't spend $100. I spent $25 on them and 4 other items. So essentially I spent $5 on those items. And then a couple of the hair care things were also in the $25 to $40 range. So over the last 2 months, I have used $539.46 worth of product, which is amazing. In the future, I don't see those kind of big numbers happening. They might, but since I am aiming for lower prices on almost everything else I buy, other than like eyeshadows and a few other things, I don't see those kind of big numbers. And we might get a few more big numbers as we go through. I still have some other high-priced items that I got from boxes that I'm still trying to get through. Probably not that big. I don't think anything I have left is around $100, like the Kypris, whatever it is. Yeah, I was really surprised. So right now we are at $790.80 for the year, and we're not even halfway through. So I'm not going to take my goal up, but I think I'm going to smash it by the end of the year. If say, I hit October, October. Say I hit October and I'm, at 1,190 or something. I might punch my goal up then, but for right now, we're just going to keep our goal at the 1,200 for the year. I am feeling very successful at getting to it. I'm using the products that I've purchased that I want to use. I am trying to get through things that I've had for a while. I still have some stuff in my hair care that I'm working my way through. Most of them are not in the price range of the Adwoa. So it is helping me focus on getting rid of things. I'm also getting more focused on not purchasing, say, for a while there, I had something like 8 different foundations. I don't need 8 different foundations, but for a while there, I had 8 different foundations. I am now down to 3 that I'm trying to get through, and one of them I am not even all that worried about because it was a $2 foundation or something like that. So I'm being more focused on things, and I am looking at the expiration dates, and I'm trying to tag things. I think I've mentioned it before. So like this one I purchased last year. I opened it in December. So this pink is for last year, and then there's a 12 for December. So I will know when they are no longer any good, and I need to start thinking about whether or not I need to get rid of them. So I'm starting to do more of that and paying attention to what's coming up on expiration, what I've been using a lot of that is so close that I just might as well go ahead and get rid of it, and things like that. So I honestly think that the Reverse Rouge has really helped with getting through the stuff that I own, and it's not nearly as restrictive as, say, a panning where you're picking particular items at the beginning of your panning and you'd have no idea where you're going to be at the end of that challenge. I much more enjoy just being able to go through and go, oh, you know what, there's just a little bit in here, I'll just use this up. Anyway, so that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, I hope you will subscribe. I like to hope around here. If you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week. That would be Monday and Thursday. However, we do have bonus videos. My son opens his My Geek box every month. They're running a little late right now, but he's been open. He opened his for last month was April. So he opened his March box in April. Don't know when his April box will get here. They're usually supposed to ship out. They're supposed to ship out around the 15th. They haven't been doing that. And I understand that because of Lady Corona. So they're supposed to ship out on the 15th. And then for us, they haven't been shipping out until closer to the end of the month. So around the 20th to the 25th. And since the lockdowns, it hasn't even been shipping out then. So his last box actually got shipped in April, was received in April, but was for March. So that's the thing. His boxes are behind. But regardless, he still does one every month. So if you're interested in that, plus we try to do our indie brands. I'm hoping to get back to those very soon. We'll see. Just have to watch and see how things go. We may all end up back in lockdown. I don't know if anybody knows, but Governor Kemp went ahead and opened up Georgia. I'm going to roll my eyes at that. And also, if I receive any subscriber mail, I will open that as a bonus video. If you're interested in any of those, you do need to have that bell clicked so that you get notified, because they do go on. They do go up. I can talk on. Not on our regular upload days. There we go. If you're part of my notification squad, you'll want to check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. Probably don't need to do that, but you should, just in case. You never know. And if you choose not to subscribe, okay. I can't force you. I'd be disappointed. I'd be sad. However, you would always be welcome back here. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Unicorns not required. Alrighty, so we've sat here long enough. There was a lot of stuff. The last 2 months, I got through a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is nearly cooled down. So not only should we get the full flavor of the tea, we'll be able to tell what it's like as a cooler tea. It's not cold. It's kind of on the lukewarmish spot. But let's get it a sip and we can get on our merry way. Yes, the cherry is definitely much stronger. I'm going to say it's not fantastic as a warm to cool tea, but it's not horrible. It's not, I can go and throw this in the microwave and I think I'd be happy with it and it'll be hotter. I don't think I'd have it as a cold tea. It's not horrible. It's just not one that I would have as cold tea. Alrighty, so that's it. Hope you have a good one.